What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So this is just going to be another update video because I bought some stuff and I wanted to talk to you guys about it real quick. So you guys probably already know my journey here. Last week, I made this video right here, basically telling you guys that I got back into stacking silver. And so last week, you guys probably already know this if you watch my video, I bought 15 ounces or 15 rounds of silver and felt pretty good about it. Like I said in the other video, I used to stack silver, a decade ago, and I took all my silver and sold it and made a little bit of a profit, which was great, but I probably should have just kept all that silver back then because look, I kind of want it now. So anyway, long story short, I bought these 15 rounds, right? Went to Northern Nevada Coin in Carson City and bought those 15 rounds. I was like, man, let me just get a nice round number. And I went back the next day and bought 5 more rounds just to make it an even 20. And I felt really good about that. Did more research. Again, the theory behind this is not to get rich quick. You have to have a little bit of money saved away to really play this game here that we're playing, which is stacking precious metals. So I happen to have just a little bit of money in the bank. And if I have paper money sitting in the bank and the world's going to crap, even if I get that money out of the bank, what is it going to be worth if the dollar starts to devalue or even crash for that matter, right? So the paper money really isn't worth anything. It's not even backed by gold anymore. So this here, silver and gold, this stuff, for the most part, doesn't really get devalued, right? This holds its value. Silver and gold holds its value. Silver pretty much is the liquid currency when it comes to buying and selling things because gold is kind of really expensive. I think back in Jesus's time, silver was probably used way more than gold just because, it's more divisible when it comes to having to buy a loaf of bread for the for the most part, right? So anyways, so I bought 20 rounds there, and then so today I went out and bought 70 more ounces, which is just shy of $2,000. Oddly enough, today the spot price of silver went up just a hair. So I think spot price today is $24 an ounce. I think it is. I think it's $24 an ounce. So it is creeping up, guys. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. You don't have to copy me what I'm doing. I did my homework. I feel comfortable doing this. I have a little bit of money in the bank to do what I'm doing here. I don't recommend you do this if you don't have any money. If you need that cash to go to the hospital or to fix a broken car, to buy food for the family. Yeah, if you need that money to buy things, I would not use that money to put it into silver and gold. I would not do that. This is just for the person who happens to have a little bit of extra money sitting in the bank that's not doing anything for you, just sitting in the bank. All right, so that's what I'm doing, guys. So I'm going to go buy some more, and I'll probably stop once the spot price of silver hits about $26. I don't think I'm going to go higher than that. I'll just sit on what I have. Again, this is just a hedge against inflation. If you don't know, do your homework. The BRICS nations are kind of teaming up and trying to be the world leaders and trying to change what the world uses for currency. Right now, the world basically uses the US dollar for currency. If Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa all dump the US dollar at the same time, all that money is going to go back into the system and basically inflate the dollar and devalue the dollar, and will be kind of like Venezuela and Zimbabwe, where the US dollar just goes south and it's not going to be worth anything. It's just going to be paper. It's not going to be worth anything. It's going to take a lot of it to buy a loaf of bread, right? So again, do your homework. Could the US dollar collapse? That's the big talk right now on the internet. So right now we're all worried about inflation, which is already happening. Inflation is already here. Things are getting expensive. Commodities are expensive. Everything is just getting more expensive. It takes more dollars to buy the things that used to buy last year, right? I use the McDonald's analogy where you go to McDonald's, you buy Big Mac combo, and the freaking thing costs like $11 now just to get a burger, fries, and a Coke. So that's ridiculous. That's inflation, guys, right in your face. Costco, that sells the hot dog and soda for $1.50, they're going up after, I think, 15 years of being $1.50. That's going up. So it's in there, it's in your face, and if you don't even notice it. So anyways, what I'm worried about is a recession. Obviously, we're all worried about a recession. Businesses will collapse, family businesses will collapse, big businesses will collapse. And that's going to be bad, right? That's going to really hurt the U.S. if businesses start failing because of a recession, right? People will just lose their life savings. They'll lose their family businesses. It's going to suck. On top of that, if we go into a recession, that might even lead to a depression, especially if the dollar fails. If BRICS wins and they have their way and the world starts changing how they use their payments to buy oil and commodities, and the US dollar crashes, we could literally see a depression, which is worse than a recession, obviously. So are you prepared for a depression when you can't even get a job and you can't get food? That's crazy, guys. Everyone loses their jobs, their incomes, and they don't have a whole lot of food to go around. And there's going to be soup lines where you have to stand in line just to get soup. Again, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I'm just saying history could repeat itself, guys. It really could. We've had a depression before in the 1920s, right? I believe it was in the 20s. I forgot the exact dates. But we've already experienced a depression. We know that this can happen. So it looks like we're going down a bad path. And even in the depression, the dollar didn't completely collapse. So what is the world going to look like if the dollar actually collapses? And then the yuan or the ruble or the rupee, whatever, becomes the dominating currency of the world. Then what's going to happen? Again, this probably won't get devalued. It'll hold its value, and then I can trade it in for whatever the dominating currency is, right? Whether it's the dollar, the yuan, the ruble, the rupee, whatever, right? I could still buy those paper currencies with these. I don't want to. I'm just saying you could, because you're preserving your wealth with silver. Anyway, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about stacking silver. Do you think I'm doing the right thing? Do you think I'm doing the wrong thing? I heard some guys talk about Bitcoin, but remember, Biden did sign an executive order to control Bitcoin so he can turn it off and turn it on anytime he wants to. If they don't agree with you or if they think you're doing something shady, they can turn it off. So what's your opinion, again, on stacking silver right now and other alternatives? All right, guys, take care, be safe, and we'll see you in the next video.